MAXX started life as the brainchild of legendary toy designer Mel Birnkrant in 1988 and 89. The figure was, in Mel's mind, something that could have become the greatest line of 11.5-inch figures of that era, but we'll get to that in a bit. Mel sold the idea to Matchbox Toys, who took Mel's initial amazing idea and, quite frankly, destroyed it. Matchbox repurposed a ton of 10-inch Mego bodies to become MAXX, and went about whittling the original concept and idea of a master Hollywood FX artist into one lonely figure that, while looks good, just didn't really click, and was quickly pulled off the shelves after they made the mistake to create a talking Freddy Krueger doll. That decision alone made parents freak out and caused stores to start pulling the horror stuff off of shelves, including the MAXX figure. Now, the MAXX line from Matchbox only turned out one figure, MAXX as Freddy. Freddy Krueger, that is. Check out this commercial from the original launch of MAXX.
Lights, camera, action! There's a man called Max in the special effects. Special effects. Hey, Fred, thought you were dead. Put your face on, Jason. Special effects. Special effects. Going werewolf to the caveman. Look so fine like Frankenstein. Special effects. Special effects. Dracula, spectacular. Coming soon. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Watch out, my man coming out of your tummy. Yeah, the alien. Get your hands on the man called Max. He's got special effects. Special effects. MAXX costumes, figures, and special FX theater, each sold separately. New from Matchbox.
While the box was a bit uninspiring, the actual Mego-bodied figure inside was even less inspired. Matchbox chose to sculpt the most feminine-looking male head in the history of toy, even going so far as to paint his lips a peach color. Awful. Now, the figure itself is highly posable, at least for a Mego body, and he comes dressed in an awful yellow shirt, blue jeans, and removable shoes. The Freddy makeup's a little better done here. The makeup included Freddy's head, hat, infamous glove, right hand, pants, and shoes. Now, the head here can be pulled apart, allowing you to place the head onto Max's head. Once he's all together, he looks a lot better than the actual MAXX figure, so to be honest, this is how he will display it on my shelf from now on. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about Mel's original line of figures he pitched before Matchbox got in over their heads and destroyed them. Now, all of the following comes from Mel's personal site, which you can find over at www.melbirnkrant.com. Mel's original concept of Max had him built around an original 11-inch body type with a head that, while looks a bit like Max Headroom because of the hair, was much better done than Matchbox's final design. The figure featured the same clothes and makeup swapping feature, of course, but just did it so much better, because Max came dressed in a suit, and it's a heck of a lot better looking than puke yellow. And his hair was removable as well, which was a key design choice to make room for the monster heads. Now, Mel's original designs included figures for the werewolf, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, the Mummy, a much better looking Freddy Krueger, a swamp creature, and a caveman. He also designed a robot look-alike villain named Ultra FX, which would have been a much welcome addition. The figures all featured, as I said, the same swapping makeup and clothes, but Mel's versions did them so much better as the fact that he added parts to build upon, such as with Jason Voorhees, he has shoulder pads that go on that allow him to look much bulkier than he actually is. Much, much better idea than Matchbox's uninspired attempt. Sadly, Mel's original vision was destroyed by Matchbox, a company who had no idea what they were doing. The lonely figure that was created may still be actively sought out by horror buffs, but just imagine what this line could have been like if Mel's vision had been backed by someone who believed in it and knew what they were doing. That could have been really great, gang. Now, 90% of the images and videos in this episode comes from Mel's personal website, and it's filled with a ton of stuff for lines that he's worked on, and is a great read for any toy fan. And if you don't know his name, you're going to be hearing about it very soon, because one of his most amazing creations, and still most collectible creations to this day, was the Outer Spaceman from Colorforms. And surprise, surprise, we've been talking about it a lot. It is coming back, thanks to Onell Designs and the Four Horsemen Studios.